Every neighborhood has that one mom. She wears floral aprons, bakes casseroles for the church potluck, and spends weekends fussing over her heirloom tomatoes. Everyone thought my mom was just a retired librarian. They had no idea that back in the 1990s, she was a top-tier forensic data analyst for the NSA. Mom never flexed her past. She was all about making pies and hosting book clubs. Then my little brother, Jake, brought home his new best friend and supposed business partner. His name was Trent. Trent was 26, wore expensive loafers without socks, and never stopped talking about his crypto-backed wellness startup. He drove a leased Tesla and kept convincing Jake to drain his entire trust fund to invest in his fake company. Mom served them lemonade on the back porch, smiling warmly, but I noticed her eyes. They locked onto Trent's flashy watch, then his perfectly manicured hands. Something clicked. Nobody who actually works day and night to build a startup has hands that clean. The next day, Trent came over to use our pool and accidentally left his phone connected to our home Wi-Fi. That was his biggest mistake. Mom walked into her home office and locked the door. She mirrored his unencrypted cloud traffic and uncovered a trail of fake shell companies, offshore accounts, and bounce checks. 3 days later, the truth came out. Trent wasn't a tech genius. He was a professional grifter targeting inexperienced young investors. We even found his group chats. He had written, "This kid Jake is the biggest fish yet. His mom is completely clueless. We are going to bleed them dry." I wanted to grab a baseball bat. Mom placed a hand on my shoulder and whispered, "No, we do this my way." Friday morning, Mom invited Trent over for breakfast. She served her famous blueberry muffins and coffee. Trent thought he was about to secure Jake's investment. Instead, Mom slid a thick manila folder across the counter. "What's this, Mrs. Miller?" Trent asked. "Just some light reading," she replied. "Your 3 active bankruptcies in Nevada, your fake college credentials, and a printed transcript of you calling my son a clueless fish on Telegram." Trent froze. "Here's how this ends," Mom said calmly. "You'll call Jake, tell him you've accepted a buyout offer and are moving to Dubai. You'll never contact him again. If I ever see your Tesla in this neighborhood, I'll forward this entire folder to the federal prosecutors investigating your Nevada scheme." Trent turned pale. Without another word, he got up and rushed out of the house. An hour later, he called Jake, canceled the deal, and disappeared from our lives. Jake was heartbroken. Mom comforted him with cookies and simply said, "Sometimes the universe protects us." A year later, Trent's mugshot appeared on the evening news. He had been indicted for a massive wire fraud conspiracy. Jake stared at the TV, then looked at Mom. "Wow, I can't believe I almost gave him all my money. We really dodged a bullet." Mom smiled, picked up her watering can, and walked toward her tomatoes.